The European Federation for Transport and Environment forecasts more than 300 available EV models within the European automotive industry by 2025, while the IHS Markit predicts more than 130 available EV markets in the US by 2026. Lucid is aiming for long-term growth and the future looks bright. But can their stock hit $1,000? Welcome again to NewVehicleMedia. If you like our content, please subscribe so we can always update you on our latest videos. Make sure to use the YouTube algorithm to your advantage by hitting the like button, and feel free to share your thoughts in the comments. We feature the best ones at the end of each video. In today's video, we're going to explain the potential of Lucid Motors stock. We'll take a deeper dive into the stock and explain the potential of CCIV stock. Before jumping into that, let's have an idea about the blooming of the EV market and what makes Lucid so special. Blooming of the EV market. The increased government intervention through attractive financial incentives for EV purchases and strict climate change policies, combined with technological advances observed in recent years, have collectively accelerated global EV sales. And the sector's outlook has just gotten brighter, with the G7's recent commitment to hasten the shift of purchase decisions away from fossil-fueled vehicles to EVs by 2030, and the Biden administration's recent proposal of a $174 billion investment plan toward boosting the US EV market. Lucid had recognized these growth opportunities within the sector from back in 2016, when the company decided to pivot from manufacturing EV batteries to building its first fully battery-powered passenger vehicle. Specialties of Lucid in the EV market. Lucid's flagship luxury electric sedan was unveiled in late 2016 and is set to hit the road somewhere before Christmas this year. The company shook the EV world with their high demand and surprising fast closed reservations for the first model. In addition to the Lucid Air, the EV manufacturer is planning to launch its newest SUV, the Lucid Gravity, by 2023, with long-term plans to expand its fleet with other vehicles to capture a larger market share. The EV maker has its sights set on the luxury premium market, but their main and most promoted quality is their tech. Apart from the luxury and cool features, Lucid cars will get top-class technology which, amongst other things, leads to 500-plus mile range. Sales strategy. By switching away from traditional dealership sales, the startup will be able to increase brand awareness in a more refined and relaxed environment. Lucid hopes to alleviate the pressure to purchase those customers typically experience in sales-centric dealerships by providing a refined and informative space for them to learn about the brand and engage with the technology that the brand has to offer, with showrooms located on bustling shopping streets and in busy shopping malls. Lucid's direct sales strategy is also supported by an online sales platform which helps to reduce inventory while giving customers the option to customize the luxury vehicle to their preferences. When compared to traditional dealerships, the strategy allows for lower inventory financing costs, allowing for greater capital development toward other areas of company growth and, ultimately, generating value for the business and its stakeholders. Lucid's Masterplan. In the bigger picture, Lucid is aiming for 3 divisions: vehicles, energy storage systems, and tech. Many focus on just the vehicles and seem to forget the residential, commercial, and utility-scale customers for their battery management systems. There is a big opportunity for energy storage in both the commercial and industrial sector. Think of applications like aircraft, agriculture, military, and so on. Potential of CCIV stocks. Some investors are pessimistic about the overall automotive industry. The chip supply shortage affects all players, whether they use combustion engines or electric vehicles. According to financial forecasts, Lucid's value ranges from $9.6 billion base case to $14.1 billion bull case, which is a reasonable valuation for the company in the short term, given the CCIV Lucid merger equity value of $11.75 billion. However, once Lucid's sales figures become clear, with full-scale production and deliveries beginning soon, we can confidently predict that the company will be able to run with a higher valuation. The upcoming merger will most likely result in approximately 1.6 billion shares outstanding assuming original transaction terms of $15 per share for a total pro forma equity value of $24 billion. Based on the stock's last traded share price of $25.38 on June 10th, the number of shares outstanding following the merger would increase the stock market capitalization to more than $40 billion. This has raised concerns among investors about the company's ability to maintain a market cap of this size as an EV startup, especially given that the current SPAC market cap is just under $7 billion. Recently, Lucid announced they completed their production run and started their quality validation, which means they built the first cars for delivery and will do so once they approve the quality. Peter Rawlinson stated to accelerate $350 million of investment to get better vertical integration in their production plant. He also mentioned adding an additional 6 to 7% overall investment in their business plan between now and 2026 to minimize risk factors and, while doing so, speed up the growth of the company. The conclusion: the pent-up demand for EVs is expected to attract new entrants into the industry, with everyone vying for a piece of the rapidly expanding market. By 2026, more than 300 EV models and 130 EV models are expected to be available in Europe and the United States, respectively. To attract sales and outperform competitors in an increasingly competitive landscape, EV manufacturers must constantly stay ahead in terms of technology and product offerings. Current U.S. President Joe Biden has stated that he will invest $174 billion in the EV market to promote U.S. automakers. Therefore, we can conclude that Biden has a vision for expanding the EV market and guiding America to a more sustainable future. Lucid, as a new EV manufacturer, now has a good opportunity to grow its business in the coming years. Lucid's Dream Edition Lucid Air is currently fully reserved, and Churchill will begin reporting revenue once Lucid meets its expected production and delivery target in the second half of 2021. Lucid relies very heavily on build quality and will not increase production volume until they are satisfied with the quality of the Air models produced in Casa Grande. In addition, the company plans to produce 10,000 to 15,000 units in 2021, with a gradual ramp-up to ensure the highest quality. Lucid guarantees that no Lucid Air will leave the factory with unacceptable panel gaps. In other words, Lucid is focused on building a great brand that is founded on delivering an amazing customer experience that eliminates any and all compromise across the entire customer journey. Taking into account all of these scenarios, Lucid has everything it needs to excel in the rapidly evolving industry if it continues to effectively leverage its vertically integrated business model, state-of-the-art battery tech, premium quality vehicles, and enhanced customer service, which will ultimately be reflected in the stock's long-term growth. The $1,000 mentioned in the title is far away, but a zero less could happen within the next few years if all goes according to plan for Lucid. Do you agree with us? Could CCIV hit over $100? Let us know your thoughts in the comments section. Michael believes that Lucid has the potential to succeed in the EV market with its solid foundation. What are your thoughts on that? Will CCIV LCID stocks grow high enough to dominate EV stocks? Let us know your thoughts in the comments. Thanks for watching, and I hope to see you in the next one.